Laura Bruggeman back in.
Get some speed for the center obstacle. What you got here? Front side nose grab against stream, upstream as you will. And it's basically a bump to flat bar, and it's got a big, nice gap to it, but we haven't seen anybody else utilize that obstacle for any of the best trick attempts yet.
Points all in. Kate back in, trick attempt number 3. There's the feeble grind. Step it up.
So yeah, this feeble was scoring in the mid-70s for the other competitors. This is smart skating from Kate. She's already been to the Olympics before. She's been to Rome before. She's been there, done that. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, having that instant experience. There you go.
Nice.
Stamping it with something that she knows she can just chuck in there, get that score on the board like you said earlier, and then move on to the more difficult things.
You know, I've noticed these
8 through as well, so it's a heavy cut, cutting it in half. Back round to Laura Bruggeman.
Nice, stomping that. You can feel the confidence exuding from Laurie on that last one.
Yeah, and I mean, like, pretty much perfect. You can't do that any better. There's that feeble grind all the way to the end. 4.18 for first place. Big heel.
Other side of the course. What? But like, oh my gosh, look at this. So technical.
Toe was down.
Toe drag,
I think that might be either way. For highest score so far, and here we go. Yeah, let's check out that replay. So from this side, no, yeah, front truck went on. You were right, Alex. So that's just going to be scored as a backside 50-50.
That's a bummer. You know, I got to hand it to her, though, for going for it. Versus backside lip slide, but yeah.
Back round to Zoe Zhang, backside 50. Okay, right, that is heavy.
You know, and she just had like 3 bad slams in a row, and she just needs to get a little win. A little win makes a bigger win, makes a bigger win, makes a bigger win.
Do you know what? Nobody would blame Zoe if she said, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, after those. No, changing it up. Well played, though. Get that score on the board. Big kickflip. Spoke to Tommy and said, what do I do? Do I go for the switchboard side, or should I break it up? Get a bit of, get away from it a bit, but look at that. Perfect. The other side of the course.
Okay, front board.
Just going for the front board, but still a long old front board. Taking those yellow trousers all the way to the end. Smiles.
Skateboarding is humbling like that.
Yeah. Rose back in. Big front 50-50.
As well. But just choosing to go back to it, maybe try to improve.
Confidence still really pays off. Okay. So frontside lip slide, crouching it out. I think that's a make. I don't think there's going to be an issue with falling off, but you could see almost came off a bit early.
Those young knees, man, Mark.
Yeah.
I could never, but.
Pavel. And then regular. Front 50. So
I get the same score. Her low score right now is a 64.35.
And that cross lock. Opposite sides of the trucks there. Taking it all the way down to the trick. This is where you're going. So back round to Gabby. Big front board.
Nice, yeah.
You know, you're on that. You could almost check your phone, check the time, any text messages, then land it.
And just some context. She's coming from the other side of the rail right there. She's sliding the entire thing. She's not using the bump to help her get onto it.
Will a backside tail slide be enough, though, Alex?
You know, it depends. Anoka, frontside Smith grind. It's gnarly and it's fun.
Yeah, definitely. Locking in that back truck, pinching it with the back foot, taking it all the way to the end of the rail, landing equally on all 4 wheels. And you know what? That seemed way too easy, and I'm interested.
Okay, Rosa sitting in that 10th place spot right now. Lot of speed. Lip slide from the hard side. There you go, Pamela Rosa. She's going from the other side of the rail, so she has no bump to assist her in getting up onto it. That's just pure fatty to flatty. Big ollie.
Taking
right
off
there.
from really far away from the rail as well.
There's more out there.
So Rizu, there's the front now.
Yeah, Rizu's sitting in 3rd right now. Frontside 5-0.
Heel hanging right off on that one. That tells you how good that first set of scores was. So everything is on the line right now for Chloe. Oh, yes.
Exclamation mark.
Perfect slide on that, yeah.
Switchboard
Proper.
slide.
What was great to see was Gabby was in the background there, knowing she's not through to that top 8 and still clapping and smiles for her. Great camaraderie on the
Yeah, Chloe's been
side
a
of the
welcome
park.
addition to the lineup of these elite. Repetition would be harmful, but
Back round to Rose, yeah.
yeah.
Good shoulders on that one. Turning the bottom half, locking in that crook. Popping it out. 5 and
7-point lead. There's the crook. There's that crooks replay again. Miyu, Ito, crooks.
There you go. Okay, like, you've got no choice. You're grinding. You're coming with me all the way.
That's a beautiful trick.
Yeah, I think maybe got in a little bit higher, which set the grind off a little bit better. So maybe a bit slower, possibly. I'm not. Up. Kicking off in the center of the park. Okay. So coming in really hot, getting on early as well, and I think that's what's going to make that grind go through.
Right.
Get on early, take the grind all the way to the end. Good pop out of that, crouching out on the landing.
You know, they make it look so easy, but if you saw in that course preview, there is a gap out to that. It is a scary, big obstacle.
Anymore, you're really putting the pressure on.
Now, especially with the variabilities we're dealing with the wax and the heat and everything like that, hats off to Riza Akama for pulling that one off.
Stamping it down. I think getting that board round and not getting into it too early, that's when you're chilling.
Back lip.
Yeah, and I mean, just chucking a gap in, back lip slide. Can't believe I'm just saying that.
Just chucking it in.
There you go. You can see there, you really need to keep those shoulders round to be able to come out forward. You start taking that. So Funa back in. Back lip. Okay.
She just got that. Kind of a safety move here. I mean, it's hard to call a backside lip slide. And the men's side.
So we're starting our best trick section with coconut repetition, I suppose.
Yeah, it's super important right now for the women to get scores on the board in the best trick section, just like you were saying, and they know. Getting the go-ahead from course manager. Backside lip slide.
That's going to get the maximum of what that could score. Look at that.
This is really good point for all the other skaters to look at, too, because I've seen a lot. All or nothing. Anoka. Backside lip, she knows that's going to get her a high 7.
Do a trick, and it was like, okay, that scored this point. I'm going to go with that trick. I know I've got it, and that's what I'm going to get if I do it perfectly. So there you go, backside lip slide. Back round to Momiji Nishia.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shoulder back foot.
That roll away, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Look, boom.
Yeah.
There you go. Big smile as well. And that's going to be a relief to get that one out of the way, because if that hadn't have...
The young 13-year-old from Japan.
Currently in that third place,
Backside Smith grind.
But check out how this locks in. Back foot on.
Perfect.
And the front toe just barely on there, riding it all the way through.
Reminds me of Raisa a little bit there.
Yeah.
That's a highlight. Look at that.
That front toe is incredible. That score and bump it up a little bit more. Currently in 8th place, coming towards the gap to Hubbard. Front nose grind. See that someone's landed something before they've even taken off. You can see full, like, I'm taking this home, full commitment. There you go. Front nose grind.
Full, like, that was perfect execution too.
Yeah, touching the nose a bit there, but I don't think that's going to hurt too much.
Nah, just not getting that.
Sixth place rider, Pamela Rosa.
Back Smith.
There you go.
Rosa. Yeah, Pamela finds a way to muscle her way through a lot of these tricks, even if it looks like maybe it's not coming her way.
So you see the foot there catching on the nose a little bit, but you've got that muscle memory. You can just rely on that and take it all the way through. Look,
she doesn't give up. You know, I've seen her try frontside.
246.47 on the board. Wow, you know, is that front feeble enough?
I mean, she's got such a high score line as it is, but man, that's a difficult trick. Coming from the high side of the rail, locking in.
Look at the way she rides out with her hands right next to her side. Look. Now for Momiji Nishia.
Back Smith.
There it is. Definitely worth mentioning how we see it, that you're dropping some high scores because you're taking that run score through.
You know, it'd be an interesting layout to see, like, at the end of the contest for anybody who's into data, like, who would have won if it was the old format and who's...
Just bouncing straight back. So back round to Yumika. Trick number 3.
Wow!
There you go. Check out the front foot. Das pinch all over it.
You know, you did the little Italian pinch right here.
Look at that toe, holding that in, taking it all the way to the end. Coming into the centerpiece.
Backsmith. Okay, Backsmith, or AO. Backsmith, the round rail in the first heat.
Look how chill this is. Lands, arms down by the side. Yeah, you're right. So good to see. But that's one of those tricks. So back round to Raisa Leal. Trick 2. Locking in that tail. Balancing on that back foot.
Flawless execution.
Full control with the toes, look. Holding it all the way to the end. And the lean on the way out. Yes. So good.
Reyes is really going to be happy. Okay, Coco Yoshizawa. There she goes. That's huge.
You know what? 212 is where the top 8's at. You've got to chuck it all in or nothing.
Yeah.
Perfect execution on that.
Now, Momiji got an 87.84 for that. That's a high-scoring trick. That's one of the high-scoring tricks of the day.
I don't think the execution was as good. This is kind of a lower nerves.
Can't wait to watch this replay. Watch how she catches it perfectly, both feet over the bolts. Pulls it around that front board. Yeah, she already started celebrating before she rolled away. She's like,
I love seeing that emotion coming out. But
one of the most difficult tricks I've seen. Like, that rail is so long.
Yeah, and you can see from that angle, it's not low either. How you can stay composed at that age, I really do not know. So Risu, trick number 2 of 5. Oh, yes, 180.
Being able to get into that grind, that 180 to nose grind.
See the landing. That was like, oh, I've done this. done this a million times. It's fine. I'm just going to ride out. Another incredible trick there. 180.
A lot of natural talent. Now Fuma. There's that frontside sauce there, being able to lock in. Such a difficult trick to pinch.
You know what? Look how long that is.
Yeah.